Today I'm honored to have Lily here talking about being a sibling to someone with her need. So if that's something you want to hear about, please stick around. And if you're new here, please subscribe. If you can't understand what I'm saying, please turn on subtitles. That's why I have them. And like the video, if you like this video. So do you want to introduce yourself, Lily?
Yeah, so I'm Lily Beauvais. I am 15 years old and I have a sister with muscular dystrophy. And she's in a wheelchair full time and she has a trach to help her breathe. And so our life is very impacted by that. But yeah, I'm just a normal sister with her and we all get along with our family. And yeah, I'm a sophomore in high school and I'm really excited to be here doing this.
Yeah, we're excited to have you because for those of you who may be new to my channel and don't know, I have two older brothers myself. So I'm excited to hear what, from a sibling point of view, what it's like. So I'm excited to have Millie too. And if you may don't know, I did an interview with her mom, Tina Beauvais, with I will link down here if you want to watch it or about the students. But anyway, my first question is, oh, my iPad is almost I have to unlock it. My first question is, I know you have a sister, Noel, who has muscular dystrophy. Can you explain how her disability has changed or impacted your relationship?
Yeah, so with Noelle's disability, obviously she's in a wheelchair and she can't do a lot of things, which is very difficult. But it's hard to find like things for us to do together, or like it's hard to figure out ways that we can find bonding opportunities, like going out somewhere or just being together. And like I'm very involved in sports, and so I mean we can play basketball together, but it's definitely different. And so trying to find the right bonding things, but at the same time it also opens new doors and opportunities for us to find different things to do. Like we love to paint each other's nails. She can paint my nails. We love to watch movies and have like a spa day and do face masks together, or just playing games. She loves to play games. We're both very competitive, and so it's definitely very different with that, trying to figure out the right things to do to have us bonding together. And then she has a nurse with her most of the time. And so part of that impacting our relationship is just that someone is there all the time. And so having that connection together with someone in the room, or someone having an opinion or doing things for us all the time, can be a little difficult. It kind of brings it to like a surface level relationship. But without a nurse, we get very close and we do a lot of things. So nurses are great, and I love having a nurse help out with stuff, but it is definitely causes challenges bringing a relationship with her.
Yeah, I definitely can agree with that. I don't have nurses, but like I do require a lot of help all the time. But my brother will only trying to figure out how to incorporate what we can do. And then because most places you never know if you're gonna show up and they're gonna be accessible or not accessible, and then you miss a place and you're like, well, this isn't try again. And then also like with the nursing, I have to invite my brother everywhere to activity because I don't want my parents going. So they end up being my custodial caretaker when a friend isn't available to take me. So it's definitely a different relationship in that matter. You end up being a custodial caregiver.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Um, what are what are similarity between you and Noel and a normal sibling pair?
Well, um, me and Noel laugh together quite a lot. We make jokes with each other. She's super funny, and we both have a very dry sense of humor. And so it's very fun to laugh and tease with her. We are also very sassy. So being sassy with each other, or sometimes we fight with each other, just like simple things. And she'll get mad at me and she'll, run into me with her wheelchair, or I'll get mad at her. And yeah, it's just like normal siblings do, and they fight. Or we don't fight a lot, but just that is something that we definitely can relate to other siblings with. And we also just we help each other with like homework or other things that we need help with. um, and just like being involved with each other and sacrifices for each other, like supporting each other in different things. So she'll come to my basketball games sometimes, or just yeah, like a normal sibling pair where we're all just with that sibling, because I have four other siblings, so I can relate where I can have both from two different worlds. And definitely the fighting, but also getting to know each other and just like loving each other, like a love-hate relationship. So that's something that we're definitely related to.
Oh yeah, definitely. One of my older brothers played baseball, and I went to all his baseball games. And then my other brother would help me with my elder boy homework with only 10. So yeah, we're definitely only messing with each other. No
Yeah.
doubt about that. No, I think sometimes it must be because I am disabled or Noel disabled that we can't be messed with, because
Yeah.
feeling whatever they think, which is totally not true.
Yeah, I definitely think that's very true. With like, I don't think people understand that when you're a sibling and they see you messing with each other, well, they're like, you shouldn't be doing that. But it's actually really funny because you don't really see a difference when you're a sibling with them.
Right,
So
right.
yeah.
And some people think it's mean or that we deserve special treatment, and I'm always with I'm always no, we're not. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not only about family, it's only about like all the other people say too.
Hmm.
Yep. So in your blog post on Brandon, you talk about how it's hard for others who do not who need connection to understand like with Noel. If you had an opportunity to talk to Heidi about how to include you and Noel, or better understand your relationship with Noel, what would you tell them?
I would tell them just like your perspective, or where you're looking at the family or that person or the relationship between the siblings, because I feel like people need to learn that we're coming to the realization that we are people and we are siblings just like them who like to do things. We just do things differently. Because I think that a lot of times, like we said in the last question, that we have to be so out of the ordinary, do something different than them. And I think the relationship that we have, and just like the way sometimes be hard to understand. And so I feel like what society can do is pushing to understand that we're people and that we are, we're just like them, and we want to want to do things together, love like enjoying each other and having fun. And I think that's important.
You broke up a little bit. I'm not sure what they heard, but
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. So it's like I would say the main point of that is just help us feel like we have a place.
yeah, definitely. I feel like people with disability need to be put in a corner somewhere, and then the whole family was put in a corner, and that's not really fair because if we show up at a football game or wherever, we're gonna need accommodations for heating and stuff like that. And when you're looking at a commenting meanly or rudely or whatever, it doesn't make us feel welcome at a place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we
Yeah,
go ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Definitely like accommodations are, you know, when there's like we go somewhere and there's not um a place for Noel's wheelchair to go, or like there's not special accommodations for her to be able to get somewhere. It's definitely hard for us as a family to feel like we're included, because then us as a family can't do it, and we want to be able to feel like we can all do things together with a
Right.
group. Like a youth group, for example, if a youth group is on a different level that doesn't have an elevator or something, and we want to go there, it's difficult for us to figure out how to adapt and be included in that situation.
Yeah. And I know some people say, oh, can't you be telling them up the stairs? We had that, we've been asked that multiple times. I just like,
Mhm.
well, we could, but it's going to be very difficult because I'm 20, and
Yeah.
I'm not that easy to move around anymore. I'm so big, and my parents and stuff like that. So it's like, no, we can't just carry it because we, like, no. And like, what would we do when my walk was on a different level? We
Yeah.
can't move around. I would be hellbound then. So, and
Yeah.
if he taught when you have a wheelchair,
Hmm.
yeah. So, definitely it's your business out there. Think about accommodating families.
Hmm.
Yes,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, and also service animals. Because
Hmm.
I heard a story about a person that went to a photography studio and he had sorry, I'm opening my iPad. And he had a service dog that he needed to, bring to an emergency, and they gave her a whole bunch of trouble. So please don't complicate things even more. We'll miss the family time to have fun.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How let's see. Also in your blog post, you talk about how it's hard for Noel to be a student and accepted in society, society sometimes. In what way do you think society can be more inclusive or accessible to those with disabilities?
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing is just acknowledging people with disabilities, not just on social media, but in real life. Like acknowledging that they're there and that their presence is known. Like going up to them and like asking their name if you don't know them, or if you do know their name, like saying their name. Because I know something that I learned from my mom actually, that a name is like the best thing that somebody can hear. Like if it's just because it feels so special to you because it is your name. So I think it is important that we um, as a society, just make sure that we acknowledge people with disabilities as a person, because they are there, and they social media is a great way to make awareness, but bringing people together and like in an actual place where you're with someone with a disability, I think we need to just interact with them, just talk to them, even if it's just like a wave or a smile or something, and just like bringing them into the group of people you're in or something. I think that's something that's really important.
Yeah, it definitely is, because I've been out in public and people will talk whoever to whoever I'm with, and I'm like, come on, I'm like, no, I can heal, I can talk, I can do all these things. You may not be able to understand me, but I will find a way to tell you. Yep, and
Yeah.
also, I was very lucky with my brother. I was automatically accepted into their friendship. So if you know somebody who's sibling to a disabled individual, the best, my opinion, the other best thing that you can do is include that sibling pair in your group and
Yeah.
make them known, so that when you come over to that person's house and you see them, you can say hi, how are you? You know, have a random conversation. That would
Yeah.
be, yeah.
And I know that
Go ahead.
um I know that it can be like you may not know how to interact, or it can be like difficult to figure out what's the right thing to say, or but like if you don't know something about that person and you're just talking to the person next to them that's with them, then you're not making the other person feel valid. And so I think just talking to them, and if you can't understand, you can ask the person who's with them, like just figuring out a way
Right,
where how you would like to feel acknowledged is how you want to make them feel like they should be acknowledged.
right. And then also you can ask that person, their sibling, like, what's the best way to acknowledge them or interact with them or anything that I should know, because I'm sure Millie can tell you that he wouldn't mind answering the questions or telling you. It would actually make them quite happy. I know my brother has asked my brother that, and it's been really nice, and it makes them happy inside that someone wants to include their siblings.
Yeah,
Yep. So don't ever be afraid to ask. Asking is the only way I'm gonna find out information.
for sure.
Yep. And my next question is, what is your favorite part of being Noel siblings?
Oh man. Hmm. Probably seeing life at a different angle and getting thrown challenges or different things that most people don't get to experience or see or be a part of. Noelle as a person, just like getting to know her more, you know, just like as my sister, she's so joyful, she's so happy. Like, even in the situation she's in, if she can't do something, that doesn't stop her because she keeps trying, or she figures out a different way to do it, or she's just seeing her personality come out and shine, like with my mom starting TikTok or on Instagram or something, seeing Noelle interact with the people on the live or something, it just really makes me happy to see her happy, and her personality be able to shine through that, because when we're with people or something, it's hard for her to be able to do that because she's not really, her voice isn't heard. And so I feel like the best part of just it's being at a different angle and seeing her as who she is, and that's probably the
Yeah.
best part of being Noel's.
Yep, I do have to agree with you, Millie. Social media has given us all a voice. And no one on there, at least in my 2.5 years of being a social media influencer, you don't really meet people that like hate you that often.
Yeah.
You to be a bit more young and meet amazing people. At least for me, and I think my social media is almost a little bit more accepting than the real world. It shouldn't be that way, but I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult and frustrating at times to see that social media is the way that we have to, you know, include the disability, um,
Right.
like group or something. I mean, it's an amazing platform to be able to get the word out, but I feel like it's definitely something as a society we need to work on to making that a real world thing. And so that way, when we're out and about or like out places, we can really just help them to come out as who they are.
Definitely. I am part of a woman society with disabled women, and we were talking about how social media has been a main for disability employment because hiding disability employment in society is really, really difficult. With the way I mean, it's late, but it shouldn't be that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope you might enjoy this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe and follow on all other social media platforms. And thank you very so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I've had a great time opportunity to be able to share my heart through this. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.